update us with where we are on this.
Okay, well, that just came down just a few minutes ago. Actually, Commissioner Vestager blocked 2 deals today. She blocked Alstom Siemens and a much smaller metal deal, rolled metal products. So this brings up her total of blocks to 5 for her 5-year tenure, which is about the same as her predecessor did, actually. But it's getting all the headlines is Alstom Siemens, and there's been more political pressure on this deal than any other deal I've seen in a decade of covering Brussels.
Why? Why so much political pressure specifically on this deal?
The French and German governments really wanted to put this deal through. They see China as an emerging force that could really change the balance of industrial power here in Europe, and they wanted to create a big, giant company that would be very strong on the rail industry. And unfortunately, the commissioner cannot change the antitrust analysis for political considerations.
I just want to ask about the concessions. Sorry, Tom, just with the headlines here, the EU saying that Siemens and Alstom failed to offer adequate concessions. What kind of concessions exactly did the EU want here? Well,
they wanted a very, very clear split. They wanted to say we are giving up all of Alstom's signaling. The problems were in 2 areas. It was in signaling equipment and it was in high-speed rail trains that can go faster than 300 kilometers an hour. And they wanted very, very clear concessions. The concessions that were made were, well, here's some parts of Alstom signaling, and here's some parts of Siemens signaling. And they wanted it to be all one, all the other, very clear, for a very clear buyer that could take it all on its own. And that didn't really happen.
Tony, every article I've read, in paragraph 3, they mentioned China. We've got the United States of America in an uproar over China, maybe the United States of Europe as well. Do you buy within all your research and reporting the validity that they need to do this transaction to compete against China? The EU clearly disagrees.
No, the EU documents, I had a brief look at them before I came on, were very, very clear that at least in the rail industry, the Commission does not see China as a problem right now. They said they did not see the signaling. On the signaling side, they didn't see a problem with Chinese competition at all in the near future, and they had similar concerns on the high-speed rail. They just didn't see China being able to sell those kind of products into Europe right now.